Today, I want to share with you my top 3 home organization tips to create and maintain a well-ordered home. And each of these tips have made a huge difference for me in making my home feel less overwhelming and more hassle-free. And I'm excited to dive in and share all of my top tips with you. But before we do, I want to let you guys know that this video is actually a part of the Get Organized HQ collab. And I'll talk more about it in a bit, but for now, just know that if you're wanting to declutter and organize your home and kind of create order from chaos, then you're going to want to keep listening. With that in mind though, I want to get right into this. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button below and let's go. Okay, and our first organization tip is to work with your space, not against it. When we're organizing our homes, I think it can be really easy for us to try to make something fit that really doesn't. And so rather than try to force an organization system to work that doesn't really suit our space, we're going to be far better off if we plan our organization based on the space that we have on hand. And so what does this look like practically? Because that is a bit more of a philosophical concept. Well, one way you can apply this tip is to allow your space to dictate what you're going to keep. So say you're running out of space in your closet or your makeup bag. Rather than buying additional organization and storage products to fit the additional items that you have, try decluttering so that you can maintain the same level of storage and just work within the space that you have. The same goes for things like storage areas or your kitchen. If you're running out of space in any of those areas, it might be a symptom that it's time to declutter rather than a time to buy additional storage paraphernalia. Because let's be honest, the more storage bins and boxes that we have throughout our house, the less usable space that we have. And another great way that you can work with your space is just to remember that storage solutions aren't one size fits all. So it's important to analyze the space you're working with first and design your storage solutions and your organization system around that. And this is something that we just recently had to do. We have extremely wide drawers in our kitchens and very narrow ones in our bathroom. And originally I tried kind of applying similar organization concepts to both sets of drawers. I mean, they're both drawers. How different could they be? But it was only when I realized, oh no, we're actually dealing with 2 different animals here and we need to approach each one completely differently, that we were finally able to really inject a feeling of organization and just of everything having a home into both our bathroom and our kitchen. Yes, they're both drawers, but not all drawers are made the same. And so it was important that we kind of adapted our storage solutions and our organization solutions to each one. So in our kitchen, we used more long drawer dividers, and in our bathroom, kind of little organization boxes, and both solutions worked for the space they were in, but we needed to analyze and organize for each unique situation. And then next up, tip number 2 is to divide your space. Closets, cabinets, and drawers all have a lot of storage potential, but in order to maximize that potential, we need to compartmentalize those areas. And in my experience, when you have a storage area that always feels messy, disorganized, or just generally ineffective, this is usually the problem. And I like to think of it this way. No one's going to have all of their cutlery, their forks, their knives, their spoons, just all jumbled together in one drawer. Pretty much all of us have a cutlery organizer that helps us separate the spoons from the forks from the knives and so on. And in the same way, when we're storing multiple different types of items in one place, we want to make sure that they have a distinct area that they can kind of own as their home. So say if in your closet, your clothes are just all jumbled together, your pants, your shirts, your dresses are kind of all mixed up. Our goal should be to bring order from that chaos and to compartmentalize and to divide the items that we have into various categories. So pants can go in one area, shirts can go in one area, dresses can go in one area, and you can get a lot more specific with this too. Maybe you want to divide it between casual and professional tops or summer and winter tops. The key is to, like our cutlery, keep like items together and then create separate sections or areas where different categories of items can each belong. And there are a lot of different products and solutions out there that can really help you to divide up your space. A couple of my favorites though are drawer dividers, where you can just kind of put it in and make a really wide drawer into separate unique sections. It's something I've used a lot in our kitchen where we have really wide drawers. I'm also a big fan of using wood boxes, and we've used them a lot in our bathroom to contain things like personal and skincare items. And one little pro tip that a professional organizer friend of mine recently taught me was that you can use PUTTY that you can literally buy at like Target or Walmart, pretty much any store, and you can just put a little tiny bit of that on the bottom of any of your organizers. That way, as you're opening and closing drawers or cabinets, nothing's going to move around. And that was literally such a game changer for me. I tried using tape and command strips in the past, and after a little while, both of those solutions stopped working on me. So this one was so helpful. And then one last tip for dividing up your space is to not forget to use your vertical space too. I think that's something we often forget when organizing. We feel like everything has to be horizontal, but actually when we organize things vertically, it becomes much easier to see what we have. So maybe try using hanging drawers in your closet, storing your hairdryer on the inside of your bathroom cabinet, or find a pot lid rack that you can use in your kitchen. Which, side note, if you're looking for the organizer's dream pots and pan set, the ones from Caraway are incredible. The pots and pans come with a magnetic rack that you can just put directly into your cabinet, and the lids come with a vertical hanging cloth organizer that you can put in the inside of your cabinet or closet. At the end of the day though, whatever storage solutions you choose to go with, the key is to divide up your space by category so that every item you have and every category of item that you have has a home. Okay, and we're going to get to our final organization tip in a minute, which is all about how to maintain systems of organization. And for me, what really is the key to that. But before we get to that, I want to share with you guys all about the Get Organized HQ conference. And if you want to declutter your home, organize your living space, create structure and systems for your digital space, and so much more, then you're not going to want to miss this virtual conference. And this year, Get Organized HQ has a fantastic lineup of speakers, including me, who've put together over 40 hours of educational content that's going to help you organize your home and your life. So all the sessions are different and they're going to be addressing a whole host of topics, but in my session, I'm going to be talking about how to declutter your home room by room. And I'm going to be sharing specific strategies and tips on how to declutter your kitchen, your living room, your bedroom, your bathroom, your storage areas, and so much more. And my session is going to be Wednesday, September 15th at 1 p.m. So mark your calendars. You're not going to want to miss this. And there are two main ways that you can watch my session. So starting this week, you can grab a free ticket to watch my session when it airs live and for 24 hours after it airs. And you can do that with my session and any of the other amazing sessions you might want to watch. But if you want instant and lifetime access to all of the sessions in the entire conference, including mine, then the All Access Pass is for you. And right now it is super discounted. It is just $29 until this Friday. And then after that, I think the price goes up to $39, which is still an amazing deal for literally 40 plus hours of content. And on top of that, the All Access Pass comes with a ton of bonuses too, like audio versions of each of the sessions, transcripts in case you prefer reading and want to go back and reference things that were said in one of the sessions. Plus, you get access to a ton of great bonuses too, like decluttering checklists, organization cheat sheets, and more. So the All Access Pass really is a game changer for transforming your life and your home and going from chaos to calm. And I'll have all the information about the free ticket and the All Access Pass linked for you in the description box below. So definitely be sure to check that out, and I would love to see you at my session. And then one last thing before we get to our final organization tip. At the beginning of this video, I did mention that it was a collab. Well, I'm teaming up with some of the other amazing speakers from this event to share some of our favorite organization tips with you to kind of get us excited and ready for the conference. So if you scroll down just a tiny bit to the pinned comment, you'll see a link to the playlist where you can watch all of the other amazing videos in this collab. So guys, this is going to be such a fun event and I'm really looking forward to it. So like I said, check out the links in the description box below to learn more. Okay, let's finish this off though with our final organization tip. And this one is all about maintaining the systems of organization that you have in place. And that's to create rhythms of reset. And I feel like one of the biggest problems that we have with organization isn't actually the process of creating an organized space itself. We all love the feeling of a newly organized space. The challenge is, how do we maintain that long term? Because here's the thing, organization, yes, is a one-time activity, but it requires ongoing maintenance in order for the work that you did to actually have an impact. And so in order to maintain our spaces, we need to create rhythms, regular times in our life where we can reset. And this is really something that you have to adapt and create for yourself based on your life and your schedule. And so a couple examples I've personally implemented and have found really helpful are taking 3 minutes as soon as I get home to return my keys, my shoes, maybe my coat, my bag, anything that I had with me when I was out to its original place. Something else I do every single day is just to try to spend 10 minutes tidying up my home before going to bed. And this one is so helpful because I'm able to just put away everything that I'd gotten out or used during the day, put it back in its place so that the next morning I'm able to wake up to a clean and refreshed environment. And so it really is just about every single day consistently spending a few minutes here and a few minutes there, returning items to where they belong. And I always find it funny whenever people come visit my home, one of the comments that I always tend to get is, wow, your home is so clean. And it's not like before they came over, I frantically spent 20 minutes just trying to tidy everything up. It's that I, every single day, implement these rhythms where I'm consistently tidying up and putting things back where they belong so that the mess doesn't accumulate. And that daily practice, that repetition is really what this is all about. Rhythms are repeated, they're regular, they're frequent, and so that's what we want to do with resetting our home. We just want to make it integrated into our daily practice. And so just analyze your schedule and your life and try to figure out where reset rhythms might benefit you. All right, well, those are 3 of my top tips on how to create and maintain a well-organized home. Now, I would love to know though, what are some of your favorite organization tips? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. I always love reading the ideas, the tips that you guys have, and honestly, I feel like I learned so much from them. Also, don't forget to sign up for Get Organized HQ. I would love to see you at my session, and honestly, I think you guys are going to love all of the other amazing sessions that are planned as well. And if you want to get a bit of a taste for who some of the other speakers are, then be sure to check out the COLLAB playlist below too and get some more amazing organization tips and ideas. All right, well, that's everything I've got for you for today's video. But if you're here for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already. I make new videos on here every week about simple and intentional living, and I'd love to have you join me. Thank you guys all so much for watching and for joining me today, though. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.